and spend an hour quietly reflecting on what we've done in this class, which I have done, and it's been pretty interesting. Just thinking about this class hasn't made me any less of a skeptic than I already was, but it has completely changed the way I've thought about things. It kind of reminded me of my place in the universe, since we're just kind of this ball of rock going around the sun, and we're one of like a bajillion others. To me, that doesn't necessarily imply that there's like life on other planets, but it's definitely made me kind of remember you are one speck of life on a big ball of rock rotating around a big ball of gas. Like, calm it down. It's also just made me kind of consider that, and you know, and when I look up in the sky and I see some stars, I appreciate them more. And you know, and now I actually have those thoughts of like, I wonder how old those stars are, because judging by the speed of light, they had to have been this many years, blah 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 blah. So that's been really cool too. It's also made me kind of reconsider things like how Weston's answer to the Fermi paradox is that we're just not listening. You know, and that could be true to a certain extent, that we take other animals' intelligence for granted. And even though I don't think that necessarily qualifies as alien intelligence, I think it's a thing that we need to have more respect for the life around us. So those have been some preliminary lessons that I've learned. We'll see if I think of anything else deeper, or have any new reflections after this final. Okay, so we are outside now. We have pretty much figured out that we are also aliens, like Kreider and Weston, and we are supposed to, with these, go to, each one of us have an assigned exit off Highway 85 to take some kind of photo, we think because we're a scouting party, and then send them all to the same person once we're back in the room, back on board the ship, and we'll see what else happens. Alright, we are in the car, on our way, on our alien scouting mission.
We're getting a little bit turned around.
Yeah.
We've gotten lost on this planet, it's very crazy.
It's complicated.
But yeah, so what do you guys think is gonna happen like after this? Like once we come back and we send them the pictures and like blah blah blah, what do you think the next part of our...
I almost think they're gonna send us like a second mission or something.
Me too. I think it's gonna be like, we gotta come up with some sort of like mapping system.
Yeah.
Like they wanted to like, we're like mapping out the universe, so this is helping.
Oh good. Yeah.
That's what it seems like. I don't know, like, I feel like if we're supposed to be on a mission, they've sent us now to like go explore and find something and send it back to them. So I feel like after that they're gonna want us to do more, whether it be like interact with someone. Like I feel like they may have like their family members or somebody like waiting for us somewhere, and we have to go interact with them.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's true. They might have
like,
someone.
So far all we've had is our own species, and the whole like idea of the class is all making contact with other ones. So I feel like at some point we definitely are gonna have to communicate or like make contact with others.
We did that whole example of like the chickens or something 2 years ago.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like, how do you react to it?
Always be
Talk
nice
to your dog.
Yeah, think of everyone you meet as an alien, not as a human or anything, like an animal.
Yeah, no, that's so valid. Okay. So alright, exit 141 coming up.
Great, I'm gonna take a picture through the glasses.
That's probably good. I'm just gonna get off here just to see.
If I could get it.
Alright, here is exit 141. We're back. I don't know why we're here other than just to scout. Okay.
That's what we're finding here.
We're off at Burlington. There's a hospital. Thing is, it's like send the best picture from each group to Danielle. Alright, here's the sign for 140 and 141. I don't see anything particularly different about that.
Found that hobo. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. I think it could be something about like kind of like in Cody, how you guys were like two species within a species.
I was gonna say
So
we
it
could
be
be.
that, or it could be that we've been abducted.
Yeah, we could be abducted,
Did
and
we voluntarily get abducted since we walked into the room?
that's true. I was gonna say, are we? Yeah, are we?
I mean, I've actually been scared to fall asleep. It's never happened to me. Scary. No, I've been freaking out.
Yeah, are we willing, or were we forcefully abducted, or is this all just too deep? We'll see.